Hello and welcome back to your 18 WJTS In.form. I'm Caitlin Nykum, and if you can already believe it, we're strolling into fall. More specifically, we're going to be strolling in Huntingburg with the pumpkin stroll here very, very soon, as in this weekend. So without a further ado, we have one of our Huntingburg merchants friends here, Miss Kimberly Mankey. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So, the pumpkin stroll is kind of in its infancy, which we'll definitely touch on a bit, but this is becoming a annual event for the merchants, right?
It has, yes. So last year was our first year. We kicked it off and people really enjoyed it, really liked it. They came out and supported it. So we're going to do it again this year. Yeah.
Yes, and I mean, you were just telling me off camera about it kind of just makes sense. The fall weather, everyone loves pumpkin spice everything.
Everything, yeah.
So this kind of fits in. I would like to think like Huntingburg's got this good seasonal vibes going on because you have the pumpkin stroll. Eventually you'll have your Christmas stroll, and then there's the chocolate stroll. So you guys keep it pretty lively during the colder months, per se.
We try to figure out a way just to get families down on 4th Street to enjoy the shops, the food, and then also we try to make it a fun family atmosphere with each of the events.
Right. And so before we get into like all that you can expect at the pumpkin stroll this weekend, can you tell us a little bit about maybe the Huntingburg merchants, or more commonly on social media, strolling in Huntingburg? Like what are you guys doing during the year, or what is something people might not know about the merchants?
Okay, so the merchants is a collective group of businesses in Huntingburg. Not all of the members are actually located on 4th Street. We actually have members that are off of 4th Street that help support these events, which is really awesome. We all come together and basically plan things for the community and in a way that just drive tourism and bring people together.
Right. I think that's, you highlighted the best part, is that it's not just 4th Street. It is a true citywide effort that you guys are just really trying to bring people in. And again, all these strolls, they have some type of theme, and they're family friendly, and there's a lot of different like individual draws, no matter which event you're kind of talking about.
And that's the goal. We try to make it where each event kind of appeals to maybe families during the day, maybe more adult-oriented events at night, and then throughout all that, you can shop, dine, and just enjoy 4th Street, which is fun.
Right, and you guys, you do shut down the good chunk of the street of 4th Street, so we've seen the amazing-looking igloos during Christmas time and a lot of different stuff. So you guys, you pull out all the stops for these events.
We do, so we coordinate with the city on this. We actually work closely with the city, shut down the streets. This weekend for Pumpkin Stroll, both ends of the street will be closed down for safety. So there's going to be games set up in the street. Kids can play, parents can enjoy themselves and not worry about traffic, which is nice.
Right, and just as I've heard of all of the Jasper events that we kind of cover, Huntingburg and its merchants, so the city of Huntingburg and the merchants, you guys have a pretty tight-knit bond, and you kind of work hand in hand, which is exciting to see. It just fosters that growth and that community strength throughout.
It really does. We're pretty lucky. We usually have a representative from the city in our merchant meetings, or the mayor himself, and so they really try to help us execute on certain ideas. So it's a nice collaboration between the two.
Heck yeah, I love to hear that. So let's get into the pumpkin stroll. It's happening this weekend, so the September 7th and 8th, right? So like what time frame are we looking at?
So on the 7th, stores will be open 10 to 7 p.m. We will have food vendors, games, live music, face painting. So just a fun family day on 4th Street. On the 8th, you can come after church. We're open 12 to 5. Same thing, games, food vendors, face painting, a pumpkin patch. So come down and just enjoy the afternoon.
Right, and it sounds like, it's kind of more open house, kind of come when you're able. Yeah. But there's food to be had there. There is, of course, shopping for littles, all age categories. I mean, there's a lot of different shop types on 4th Street, which is exciting, and having the diversity so close makes walkability, skyrocket, so that's a plus.
Yes, so whether you're shopping for your children, we have Bean to Sprout, which is a really cute little children boutique. We have several home decor shops on the street, Finishing Touches, Galehausen's, Ella and Ivy, Green Tree, and then clothing, we have Gypsy Girls. Gypsy Girls has a little bit of clothing and home decor, and then you have Firefly on the corner.
Right.
So little something for everybody.
Yes, and I will say, 4th Street had quite a ribbon cutting walk a week or so ago.
They did.
So you guys are still super involved, still making a lasting impact, which is exciting to see because, normally you see people in the news. It's not a good thing, but, 4th Street's just keeping it rolling for sure.
We're really lucky. It continues to evolve and grow. We have a new restaurant on the way, Bourbon and Barrel, which is going to be awesome. It's in the old bank building on 4th Street, kind of 2 or 3 businesses down from the coffee shop.
Right.
And it's set to open late September. The ribbon cuttings were great. Bean to Sprout recently moved by the coffee shop.
Right.
Firefly, which is a women's boutique, recently got purchased by a new owner. And then Gypsy Girls had their ribbon cutting. So just a lot going on.
Moving and shaking for the Huntingburg merchants is exciting to see, and I guess here.
Yeah.
So I heard of the pumpkin bowling. So what does that entail? Because I've never heard of pumpkin bowling before.
Take a pumpkin, there's going to be some pins, and you do your best to just wobble your way to knock them down. Yeah.
Interesting. So is that both days?
That should be both days. There's also a pumpkin patch both days.
Right.
So if you're ready and you're in the mood to start decorating for fall, we can help. Stop by. The littles can pick out a pumpkin. You can pick out some too. And then there's also going to be the food vendors and that kind of stuff.
So live music and food vendors. Can you tell us a little bit about who we should expect down there? Because I follow a few food trucks around Du Bois County. So I know there's some dedicated people.
You're a foodie. I got it. I love it. So we have Sweet Delicious kettle corn, sugared. You Do It snow cones, Hannah Mae's lemonade, freshly baked by Arika. Karen's Custom Candies, Cloud 9 Cotton Candy. Cloud 9 Cotton Candy is really cool. They do custom flavors for each event. So they did candy cane at Christmas. I wonder if she'll have a pumpkin flavored cotton candy. You'll have to come check it out. Susan Elkins, she does baked goods. Her cookies are amazing. St. Jude's is going to do the walking s'mores. We have fire pits that'll be set up along the street. And then Maple Grove is going to have a booth set up as well, and AIM.
Yes, and so there's a lot of different varieties there.
Yeah.
It sounds like a foodie's dream just to get your baked goods or try something new.
Yeah, for sure. There's going to be a little bit of everything, and if you don't like pumpkin spice, that's okay. There's going to be a lot of things that aren't pumpkin spice too.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
There's other fall flavors.
There are.
Definitely do not get stuck on that.
I love fall, but I am not a pumpkin spice person.
And that's A-okay.
Yeah.
You can only take so much spice. That's why it's every few months in the year.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So, and then also throughout the day it's not necessarily evening time, but into the later afternoon, you guys are going to have live music from local artists. Is that right?
Yeah. So Connor Lovelace and Dave Underwood. I know Dave Underwood does a lot of our events. He'll be back, and then Connor Lovelace. So while you're shopping, walking around, or if you're just sitting around a fire pit, you can sit and enjoy the music, which is nice.
That's what I was going to ask. So this is a community event, which is free for anyone who wants to attend and maybe spend a few bucks at the merchants, because you guys have fantastic stuff. But one thing that's really neat is you can just come sit and be in that atmosphere and just experience the pumpkin stroll in itself, right?
It was really cool. Last year, I remember looking out the window and all of our little patio sets were full of families just sitting together around the fire pits, and all the kids were playing games. And that happened for hours. So really, if you don't want to come out and shop, you can still come down and just enjoy the day on 4th Street. And it's meant for that. So we would love for you to shop, but you can also just bring the kids down, get some energy out, and enjoy what we've set up on the street.
Fantastic. It makes me want to get out the cardigan and go get my Starbies and all that stuff. Or, for this...
your grind. Yeah.
Yes, which is, it just sounds like a fun weekend out in experiencing, which will also probably be really nice weather. We're finally getting into the fall.
So. Yeah. It looks like it's going to cool off a little. Looks like maybe rain on Friday, which should bring slightly cooler temperatures on Saturday and Sunday. Fingers crossed, but I know.
So again, you've got pumpkin stroll. We've been kind of hinting at the Christmas stroll and all of these things you guys are still putting final touches on. If anyone wants more information about these upcoming events, or maybe to find the digital flyers to plan their pumpkin stroll, you guys are on social media, right?
We are. So you can go to Strolling in Huntingburg on Facebook and Instagram, and all of our events are listed there, even the Christmas stroll. If you're wanting to plan ahead and save that date, Strolling in Huntingburg on both of those pages.
Fantastic. Kimberly, we appreciate your time today,
yes, thank you
all the great work that the merchants are doing over in Huntingburg. It's exciting to see that not only the businesses are putting so much back into community experiences, but the people behind the businesses are just as dedicated.
Yeah, we really are. It takes a big group effort to pull these events off, and it's all through volunteering. So we really appreciate the community's support, and we hope you'll come out this weekend. Yeah.
Fingers crossed. There's so many community events, which is a fantastic thing. So make a stop in Huntingburg. Again, thank you so much for your time, and best of luck with the pumpkin scroll this year.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much at home for watching. Again, the second annual pumpkin stroll in Strolling in Huntingburg on 4th Street is happening this weekend, September 7th and 8th. Be sure to visit them online to plan your stroll, or just, go downtown, experience it, be with the fallness that is this September event. And this has been your 18 WJTS In.form, where we are local people watching local people.